Right, Josette Andrews, second in the Diamond League final. You went for it over that final couple of laps.
Yeah.
How was the race?
It was really fun. It was definitely a race that I've never been in. I'm really proud of how I ran. I'm honestly a little disappointed to come away with second, so close to the Diamond League win, but I'm really proud of how I fought and the way I raced. And yeah, it was really cool to just be up there battling for the win.
Yeah, I mean, I guess 3K is probably your perfect distance, isn't it, really? Because you've got probably the fastest 15 PR, and I think in this race you had the fastest 5K PR as well. But
yeah.
You're, but I mean, yeah, obviously with these kind of races, it is a bit of a burn. It wasn't the quickest 3K in the end.
Yeah.
So it was a bit of a burn up at the end, and that's always a bit tricky as to who's got the most left after that, right?
Yeah, and it almost played out to how we thought. I got out pretty well, and I was right in the front, but I just wanted to stay on the rail. In Brussels, I was really antsy and kept trying to make these little moves that didn't need to happen. So I just stayed on the rail, and the other women looked back at me to try to take the lead probably every 200 meters, and I just tried to not let that get to me and just stay patient. And then with a K to go, I wanted to make a move, and another woman made it, and I just followed her and just kept trying to be patient and took the lead with either 600 or 500 to go, and just wanted to stay in my lane and have the best shot at the most shortest race and just respond to all these moves. And I had to respond a couple times. So yeah, it was honestly really fun. It was really fun to be out there battling, and this was a bonus race going into Tokyo. So I'm just so glad we came here and came to Europe for Brussels, because without that, I wouldn't have been here today.
Yeah, and I guess it's one of those things where actually these sort of tactical-ish races that you've run the last two meets are the right kind of races to be running going to Worlds, rather than those crazy fast pace-made races where, I mean, obviously it was pace-made, but it didn't quite kind of work out as kind of the silly fast race. And it's good because practicing these sort of tactical races is what you need for Worlds, right? And doing a really hard effort is probably not quite what you're looking for out of these races, right?
Totally, yeah. We know we're fit, and we know I can do the hard efforts right now. So these were the perfect 2 ones to get in before Tokyo, because you don't really get too many chances of these tactical races. So just really, yeah, happy we came here. And it was really fun to be back in Zurich. Last time I was here was in 2021, and I finished third in the 1500. So to come back 4 years later in a different event and finish on the podium again, like, that's really special to me.
Yeah, I mean, I guess 2021 was that year where you were kind of, you were on a bit of a tear, and it's kind of good to, like I was saying, like, you run like your next fastest 1500 since 2021 this year, as well as obviously the massive PR in the 5K. It is a really excellent year, regardless of what happens in Tokyo.
Yeah.
How do you kind of think about that? Yeah, if you reflecting on, it's a bit early to start reflecting on the season.
Yeah.
But how do you kind of think about that going into Tokyo? Does that give you? I guess that gives you confidence, obviously. But what more? How do you then look at the World Championships from that perspective?
Yeah, I'm just really proud of the growth and consistency this entire year. I feel like I've yet to have a race that I've been honestly truly disappointed in. Like, everything has just been a step forward, a step forward, a step forward. And that's how the 2021 season felt. And I just feel like a more mature, stronger runner. And I think all of that experience throughout this year is really going to shine in Tokyo. And I feel like this was a good sharpening up mentally. And now the next few weeks will sharpen up physically. And I'm just excited to compete against the world's best in Tokyo.
All right. Well, congratulations. Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.